at loveDreamingPeach.com.
Peaches. It's late. It's 10:41 p.m. My unfinished painting. I'm sleepy. I have to say something. Should I go back to my desk and put the bright light in my face? I don't really want to. Never with teeth. Wow. I admit sometimes I'm a little slow. I even did a video where I said, what does never with teeth mean? What's with teeth? Oh, with teeth is when, you say something and it has real oomph behind it. When it, it means that it's not just an empty threat. I am embarrassed. I am embarrassed that it took me this long for the fucking light bulb to go off in my head. But today, I was like, da-da-da-da-da-da, never with You know what that means? Do you know what that's about? This is for 18 plus, and preferably 21 plus, preferably 45 plus. Like, never with teeth is, let's just say never with teeth could be considered SH 100%. Never with teeth refers to a sexual act, oral, where one person is performing an act of sexual gratification on a person with a male genitalia. You want to get your teeth on it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand the words that are coming out my mouth? This bitch made a sexual. Look, and it's a double entendre because on one hand it means a threat, a non-empty threat, a threat that actually has some power behind it, and at the same time, it's a sexual. It's like a come on. And she said it's like yummy and spicy, but never with teeth. What a fucking hypocrite. What a fucking narcissistic. She is Darvoing the shit out of him, and she's trying to gaslight us. Unreal. I'm popping in because I also forgot about the ball busting comment. To bust your balls means to ejaculate. Ball busting never with teeth is incredibly sexual. Chocolate sauce, vegan. She wanted to bust his balls, but never with teeth. My God. I just can't fucking believe this bitch. Like, the more that you learn about her and her lies, her evil shenanigans, and now that I know that Jamie Heath is a black man, and her ex-boyfriend, Penn Badgley, he's Baha'i, same religion as Justin. I think Jamie Heath is also Baha'i, so clearly a part of his life for a long time now. I just feel like that just gave her another level of vindictiveness, like probably made her feel good to cause harm to somebody who reminded her of an ex. I don't know, I just think it's unreal. It's wild when you find out how evil people can be. And, you know, is Hollywood gonna actually do the right thing? Or will they be forced to? I mean, I think that they're gonna be forced to, because people are gonna just be so against her that they realize that she's not gonna be she's not gonna be a win for them. She's gonna be a disaster. So they were happy to have her come to SNL, and maybe they were testing the waters, but I don't know. A lot of people are questioning whether or not this is actually going to make it to trial, and I just feel like, how does Justin benefit from settling? He benefits from seeing this through and forcing them to, like, she wants 2.5 years of discovery, which is so, lawyer Lee said, it's embarrassing that they would ask for that. And then the reality is that whatever they get, they're going to have to give. And you know damn well they're not going to want to give up all their fucking text messages. And the fact that Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds are so blatantly, so overtly showing the world that they believe double standards exist, and that they have every right to do and say all kinds of inappropriate things. I mean, Blake Lively touches people so creepy. She's touching people's legs, rubbing their legs. She's hugging them. She's grabbing their fucking fat. She mentions her tits all the time.
Asking this interviewer to take his shirt off on camera so she could have his shirt.
I want your Bob Ross shirt. Take it off. Ah! I'm challenging you!
Do you want me to do it?
Yeah!
I'll do it.
No way! He's taking his shirt. See, I take my shirt off in this movie and my shorts, so it's only fair. This is the best thing that happened.
I'm also not in that great of shape.
The way she was so excited about this and saying it was the best thing to have happened to her right in that moment was super cringy and inappropriate, knowing how Blake has often reacted rudely to interviewers. It seems as if Blake enjoys ridiculing interviewers because if it isn't about taking their shirts off, it's getting them drunk early in the morning.
So guess what? Time to put
drink. It was wicked to have offered the interviewer an alcoholic beverage, and even though he tried for someone who doesn't drink, it was wicked to have offered the interviewer an alcoholic beverage, and even though he tried to be professional by playing along, it was apparent he was very uncomfortable as he tried to take just a sip, but Blake encouraged otherwise.
How does the taste test happen?
It is good.
Oh, your voice went higher an octave. Just come on, just shoot it. Just shoot it.
And of all people, it ends up being Sashti Flaw's boyfriend, Magnus Sundholm. Oh my god. A little nugget from a humorous goddess, lol.
Come on, just shoot it. Just shoot it.
It gets scary knowing how bad it was for him to have found it hard to say no, just like the interviewer who had to put off his clothes mid-interview. However, it makes sense why Blake doesn't understand no, because she never gives people the choice to say that to her. With Blake's
with teeth. Never with teeth. Like, oh my god, she's literally evoking her going down on Justin. Like, she's bringing up an image. She's texting him something that would, of course, make him think that she's talking about giving him a fucking blowjob. And it's going to be yummy and spicy and never with teeth. And then she has the nerve to say he was sexually harassing her when she was the one sexually harassing him. I do believe she's, and I've already said this, telling the world that a man is sexually harassing you is sexual harassment when he's not. You're sexually harassing him. You're trying to get everybody to think about you wanting to fuck him. She even put like in my last video, the first thing I show is that she's ongoingly, she's literally posting a comment of somebody saying she wanted to fuck him. She wants everybody. My opinion is she wants the world to think of her and Justin fucking. I've also said this as well. She must be loving this. She must love that her and Justin are in every photo. Every photo. You can't see his name without seeing her. You can't see his picture without seeing her. She's, oh my God. If you look at this as a narcissistic abuse, who she wants the world to think that he was so hot for her, that he was smelling her, rubbing his face all up on her, trying to kiss her, trying to bite her lip, trying to linger longer on kisses, trying to be with her in these intimate situations where she just had one little tiny piece on her naked genitalia. Never with teeth, spicy, oh yum. If you knew me more in real life. Why was she always inviting her to him to her penthouse? Why was she forcing the wardrobe to come to her house? If you want things to be professional, you don't have everybody coming to your house. You don't invite a man to your house, your penthouse, to meet you in your private, personal space. If you're feeling creeped out by him and you're feeling like he's crossing boundaries, you're feeling like he's being inappropriate with you, you would only want to speak to him in a professional setting. You would only want to speak to him with witnesses present. You would only want to speak to him during business hours in professional language. Yet every single thing she did and said proved she was being personal. She was inviting him into her personal space. Hey, I'm pumping. Do you want to come and go over our lines? In other words, my tits are out and I'm squeezing them with machine. I know what it's like to pump. I fucking did it. And yes, you can cover up, and you don't need to be ashamed. And I also believe in very wholeheartedly women nursing in public. And if you don't like it, look the fuck away. If her nipple pops out, that's none of your fucking business. Like, look away, bitch. That is her business and her baby. And if she happens to be out, she has every right to feed her child. And it's nobody's business but her and her baby. Like, fucking look away. Anybody who looks at a nursing mother to see whether or not her boobs are out, you're the creep. Just like in this case, Blake is the creep. Blake created these situations and these scenarios. Like I said, she had her plan. She was talking about sexual stuff, talking about her asshole, literally her asshole, and talking about suppositories. You are making this man think about your anus. Her husband talking about getting his, what did I call it? The perineum, his taint, the space between his balls and his anus. He's texting to Justin that he'll get that tattooed with some supervisor's name if he shifts everything 2 weeks so he could be with Blake, because he misses her while Justin is away from his family for months. Blake Lively, y'all. Blake Lively, I can't say it enough, said to an interviewer that for her son's first birthday she made a cake shaped like her tits, because what else does a 1-year-old want but tits? And the interviewer was so uncomfortable but laughed and was like, when an interview goes way off the rails or way a different way you didn't think it was going to go, something like that. Blake Lively tells a joke about somebody shouting out to her, "Oh, I love your tweets," but she's mocking the man having an accent and says, "I love your teats." And she's telling Jimmy Fallon how she thought he was screaming out, "I love your teats." And then she's like, and then after she realizes, and your husband's teats, and she's like, "Oh, tweets, you mean tweets." And then she's literally saying, yeah, but what about these? I mean, who cares about my thoughts? What do you think about these? Oh, and the woman beside him said to her, "Oh yeah, but your teeth are great." On a fucking interview on a TV show where that is, I mean, maybe they talk about sexual stuff, but like, oh my God, girl, you're always talking about inappropriate things and being creepy and making fun of people's accents and being rude and being arrogant and being sexual in weird ways. And even like so many people have pointed out, pretending that you think the video of Jamie Heath's wife giving birth was corn with a P. That's sick. That is disgusting. I mean, it's one thing to say like, "Oh my God, that's such an intense video and it's so private and I feel very uncomfortable watching that." Fine. Even though you gave birth 4 fucking times. Like, how weird and hypocritical. Why would you play in a movie if, like, that's another thing. Why would you play in a movie where you have to give birth if it makes you uncomfortable? Why would you play in a movie where you have to be intimate and kiss and do sex scenes if you don't want to, if it makes you that uncomfortable? Like, because from what we've seen so far, everything that happened was totally within the guidelines of a totally normal expectation of filming a movie. She's the one who said no, she's fine because of the intimacy coordinator. She's the one who got up and said she was the intimacy coordinator. That should never happen. But there was intimacy coordinators. She said she has dug a hole so big. And I'm just so curious. Is Ryan gonna get swallowed up in the hole with her? Are they gonna turn on each other? Are they gonna try to like cling to each other? How much money would it take for Justin to agree to settle? Is there a number that if they could throw this number of millions at him, that he would shut the fuck up and just let it go and go on with your life? The world knows that you're a fucking good guy, nice pool, and the world knows that Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively are scum of the earth. How much money would you take, Justin? I think he should say, "I'll take the 400 mil, motherfucker, thank you very much. Plus I'll take a court jury verdict that says you're legally liable. I am innocent. I am not liable. I did not defame you. I did not smear campaign you. You did that to me. You lie. I did not sexually harass you. You did that to me. You sexually harassed me." I think he needs to put an amended complaint and say, "Blake Lively sexually harassed me. She talked inappropriately about sexual things. She fucking said she wanted to give me a blowjob with no teeth. In so many words." You're gonna show us a video of him trying to act like Ryle falling in love with you, and you're gonna tell us that he was trying to kiss you and be inappropriate. Well, I think you saying that spicy and yummy and never with teeth, I think you were trying to tell him that you can go down on him and you're not going to use teeth because you wanted to. And if he wanted to, you would have. I bet you. And, I also had last thought, maybe Justin really did have a thing, not a thing for her, as in, "I'm going to be with you, Blake," but he thought she was gorgeous and beautiful and a great person for his movie. She kind of similar to his wife, so maybe, he was like, she's great. And now we all know, she's hate. Deflate, She's done. Her and Ryan, I think they're just done. The guys might not mind, but I think the guys' wives will be like, fuck that Ryan Reynolds guy. You are not supporting him. And I think they're both.
catlovedreamingpeach.com.
So, hello. Hey, cute peaches. Popping in. It's Sunday, February 23rd. It's 12:09 noon. My video had some freaking dubbing issues, so I figured I have to fix it. And because I had watched a video earlier that I wanted to add some thoughts to this video, I figured, well, I might as well just fix the video and then add these thoughts. And hopefully the dubbing won't get screwed up again. So I had watched a video I had said in the video that Blake Lively cheated on Penn Badgley when she started being with Ryan Reynolds. But according to the video I just watched, Blake Lively had a 3-month fling with Leonardo DiCaprio, and then she was suspected of having an affair with the married Ben Affleck. Well, he was having an affair, and I guess she was having an affair too, even though she wasn't married. But so apparently, like, her and Penn Badgley had broken up, or something, like they broke up, but they didn't tell the cast because they didn't want to interfere with the mood of filming. I don't know. That's what this video said. What's going on with this shirt? Am I wearing it backwards? I don't know. I just noticed this looks weird. Oh, I'm wearing it inside out. Okay. Per usual. Some lotion on my dry hands. It's winter and it's very cold out. And oh, look, it's like a suppository for my anus. Ha ha ha. Psych, I'm not Blake Lively. Yeah, so I don't know if she actually cheated on Penn Badgley with Ryan Reynolds, because according to that other person's video, she had already moved on and had a three-month fling with Leonardo when she was like 23. So within his age, that he does. No older than 25. He's such a fucking creep, by the way. And that she had people were speculating that her and Ben Affleck were having an affair because they were caught touching each other when the camera wasn't rolling, and people thought they seemed a little cozy, and apparently it might have caused problems in his relationship with Jennifer Garner. But again, I don't know if that's true. That's just what I saw in a video. But I do think it's interesting that it seems to me that Blake was relationship hopping for, like, to move ahead. Like, when I was in my 20s, I had a job, and then the next job I got, I made sure to get a rate, like, to increase my salary. And I wasn't able to increase my salary by staying where I was, because they wouldn't increase it as much as I could get a bigger jump if I went to a new job. And the old mindset was, no, you stay in a job for a long time. You don't job hop, but like every 2 years or even a year and a half, I would look for a better paying job. And I was able to literally double my salary and then double it again. And unfortunately, I plateaued and then things went downhill because I made a lot of bad choices. But the fact is that by going from one job to the next, I was able to increase my salary exponentially more than if I had just tried to stay there. And I think that that's what Blake did in relationships, that she was like, this Penn Badgley guy, well, she admitted that she actually tried to turn the entire cast against him at first. That's a thing she did way back then. And then I guess when she realized that the cast liked him, and that she, instead of trying to destroy him, she was better off attaching herself to him, then she was in a 5-year relationship, which I find it so hard to believe. Like, how? So Leonardo DiCaprio was obviously a much, better financial, like much more famous than Penn Badgley. But she probably wasn't going to get that far with him. And from the video I saw, it looked like they didn't have much of a connection. They did a few fun things, okay? And then she was in the town with Ben Affleck, and he was probably a even bigger step up than Leo, even though he was married, okay? And then when she got to the married Ryan Reynolds, I don't know if Ryan Reynolds, I think that Ben Affleck was bigger than Ryan Reynolds, but maybe, Ben Affleck wasn't as interested, where Ryan Reynolds, like Sloan said, they could not be more perfect for each other because they're both, now these are my words, they're evil, they're racist, they want to step on people so that they can climb, and Ryan allegedly wants a woman who, and not just allegedly, Blake said in an article, when they first started dating, Ryan wanted her, well, the agreement was, we won't work. When one of us is working, the other one won't work, when the babies are coming, which ended up being Blake not working for 4 years throughout, and Ryan never stopped working. So he wanted a woman who would stay home and not work and be there at his beck and call, and at his bidding, and drop everything and run, which Scarlett Johansson was like, I am not fucking doing that. She allegedly said he wanted her to drop everything and go running to his side when he wanted, and it was very double standard. And that, it was hard when you were married to, two actors and your careers are going at the same time, and maybe one is doing better than the other and the other one can't handle that. Like, she literally said something like that. So anyway, I feel like Ryan and Blake are so perfect for each other, and part of me, I feel like they will stick together. I feel like Blake, on one hand, I feel like she could try to blame him, but I feel like he's the only thing she's got. Like, the kids, him, his money, his power. He's such a much bigger star than she ever was. She's only famous, in my opinion, because she's married to him. If she was not married to him, she would have been lost in the sauce, forgotten in forgettable movies, because she hasn't done shit in a long time. And I never watched Gossip Girl. I saw Age of Adelaide. I was like, this is a fucking weird, creepy movie, and it made no sense or whatever. And I think I didn't care for Simple Favor. I liked Anna Kendrick's character, but I'm like, I don't know. Blake is just like so cold and emotionless, and I can't stand her and her snarky husband. They think they're so cute and funny, but I've always been like, it just seems so weird. It's like, it's like funny as a joke for a one-off or, one or two, but then it's like, this is your whole entire relationship. It's been like 15 years and you still are snarky with each other. Like, you guys just hate each other and you're using each other for clout and money or something, and you're just clinging to each other in this hate relationship. It seems to me, I don't know. And then they're both so inappropriate all the time. Even Ryan's joke at SNL 50 about, like, if you took some nibbles, can you eat it? It's like, it could be thought of in a sexual way. Like, are you talking about edibles? Are you talking about pussy? Are you talking about ass? Are you talking about dicks? Like what are you talking about? This doesn't even make sense. And yeah, so I just wanted to add these thoughts because since I had to redo the video, and then I'll take all the parts where I was showing my sweatshirt, throw those on the end. But I just feel like they're so creepy. Ryan and Blake are so creepy, and hopefully they're going to finally be held accountable financially and as far as their careers go. And I think that they'll be fine. They have enough money where once they pay off Justin for all what they've done to him, the pain and suffering, the loss of income, the loss of reputation, and all the stuff, the legal fees and everything, they'll probably still have a few mil left. But yeah, I think it's time for people to be held accountable, and it should start at the top. I don't think you can see my sign right there, back there. Wait, There it is right here. You can barely see it. It says Harris Walls because blue, 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 blue. Okay? Anyway, see. So I was curious who Jamie Heath's wife is, and I found this video, and right before I start filming, he's talking about his good male friends, and he mentions Justin, and then there's a clip in another video I saw where Justin is saying, "I love you, man," and praising him about how amazing he is. And in this clip I play, there's a couple things I wanted to point out. One, Jamie Heath mentions like 2 or 3 times how he gets to do trips more than his wife. But then right after I stop recording, he says, we as men need to make sure that, we're making sure that it's more equal and not just like what we can do. But I didn't record that thing because I didn't want to record the whole thing. And I also wanted to point out about Liz Plank. First of all, her advice is terrible. I made a comment in the video, but I could just say it here, that now that I know that she betrayed Justin like almost immediately, I think it was 2 days after Blake dropped her complaint, Liz Plank quit the Man Enough podcast. So fuck you, Liz. You are not a good friend. You're not, and it's ironic that the clip of the video that I ended up recording, he was talking about surrounding yourselves with people who care about you, people who have the relationship, overall, who aren't going to do backbiting and stuff like that. And then she has the nerve to say, yeah, you could basically, because therapy is expensive, you can replace couples therapy with your friends. And she's proven, absolutely no, you cannot. First of all, that is so toxic. That's why my last friendship ended, because I got so sick of being my friend's therapist, which I allowed it to happen. I created that environment as well, but I got tired of it. And it's inappropriate to go to your friends for professional advice that they're not trained for. Now, if you want to have a group friends night with couples and talk, that's fine, like what Natasha Heath's wife said. There's nothing against that, but trying to replace couples therapy with your friends, that's toxic. So,
or nobody would throw you.
Know your character and deep biting about you. I can go to my girlfriend and say the other.
That's right.
And we can trust like coming to them with an issue and not backbiting about you. I can go to my girlfriend and say I'm struggling with this, and they won't turn against you. That they'll, if anything, just remind me of my strength and how I can show up, and they still know your character and deep down who you are.
I love that you bring that up. This is advice to all marriages and friendship things out there. Surround yourself with people that have both of your back, not just yours.
Yeah.
That have the relationships back, so that you can get real truth. And oftentimes we surround our friends with like yes friends, that, or just will have you. And if you cheated on him or on her, they're like, well, you must have had a good reason to, or he was such. But rather, the safe place is, we're not going to throw him under the bus, or nobody would throw you under the bus in my group. I'm free to talk about it, but there's like these parameters that allow for growth and to be honest and free without fear of damaging the other individual.
Which is couples therapy, by the way, right? The therapist is, equally invested in the growth of both people and is not going to pick a side. And I think if we can, again, therapy is expensive. Couples therapy is expensive for people who, might not be able to afford that. Having a group of, integrating your partner in your group of friends might actually be a way to do that. So that when you do go to your friends and complain, they can be like, all right, but like, you're a fucking idiot too.
And I know we haven't done it, but I know that we know that other couples will ask other couples to have conversations or consult together, like almost have like a group therapy friend session with trusted friends. Like surround yourself with people that love you and trust you and see you and have the same values as you.
Yeah.
I love that idea.
We have this thing that we, I know that one thing that's come up is in our recent episodes is men's groups, women's groups. I know I do that more than you have an opportunity to do it. I have some Zoom ones, and I'll go away on retreats, and so that I can figure out how to be a better version of a man or show up as a husband or as a father, as an individual, as a workmate, boss, whatever it is that is applicable. And you're very supportive of that. I think one, because you see the fruits of that work.
Yeah, you're not just going to like party.
No, I like golf trips. I can do that.
Oh, yeah,
Maybe that's one thing we can change. Can I go on a few more golf trips a year?
You can go on as many golf trips as I get to go on trips.
And you don't get to do as many
Boom.
as I do. Boom. But when you do these things, like you recently have gone some places with some friends, and how powerful that's been. So I'm learning also to make better space for that for you. I think most men can actually.
I highly advise against that. And I also advise against, it makes me sad that obviously Justin and Heath trusted Liz. They believed that she was sincere. They thought that she meant the things that she said. And the moment that she was called to prove whether she was loyal, a sincere friend, whether she actually had Justin's and Heath's best interest at heart, would she stand beside them, behind them? Would she back them? Would she say, these are good men and I know these people? Like there was a video where on TikTok, she was trying to prank Justin. The text said, Justin respects my privacy too much for this prank to work. And what it was she was showing him her phone while she was recording him, which he might not have known. And then like a fake text comes up saying, hey Liz, come to lunch, don't invite Justin. And so when like the text came, he kind of looked away, and then she looks away. So instead of him looking at her phone and reading, like I guess that was the point, that you're pretending that you're looking at the phone, or maybe he did know that he was recording. I don't know. The prank is that you're showing your phone to somebody and then a text comes through saying, don't invite that specific person, which is pretty fucking cruel. Not funny to me, and the point of the video was to say that Justin respects my privacy too much to read the text, so he's not bothered by it. Or he read the text, but he was not going to say anything. So either way, he didn't show that he was affected by that rude text coming through. So that's the same woman. She also had some pictures of her with Blake Lively on her Instagram. It looked like some kind of collab, whatever. And that's the same person who's saying you should use your friends as therapists. And the same woman who 2 days after Blake Lively dropped her pile of lies, she dropped Justin Baldoni and Jamie Heath. And like I've said a million times, the instant I read the headline, Blake Lively accuses Justin Baldoni and Jamie Heath of SH, I screamed out, I know you fucking lying! And you're telling me that Liz didn't know that they were fucking lying? Anyway, so I also wanted to say, and then they say Jamie had said something about, like not covering for when your friend is cheating, which was exactly what Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds did. They knew that Hugh Jackman was cheating. I'm going to read. Hugh Jackman's ex-wife, Deborah Lee Furness, subtly confirmed his alleged affair with Sutton Foster. And apparently, Ryan and Blake pretended to be friends with Deborah, Hugh Jackman's now ex-wife, knowing damn well that he was fucking Sutton for a long ass time. Didn't say a damn thing. What kind of friend is that? Now I know some people are like, that's none of my business. But when you faking the funk in their face, knowing damn well that they're getting cheated on, I don't know. Like, if your friend is doing something so reprehensible that you can't even bring yourself to tell their spouse and you feel like this is not right, then why are you still friends? Have boundaries, have some fucking integrity. But no, they don't. So, bringing it back to what the never with teeth comment, and what I do actually now that I've looked at it, more and more. Blake made so many inappropriate comments to Justin. Blake was grabbing Justin. Blake was pulling Justin against her. Blake was throwing her arms around his neck and kissing on him. Blake was improvising kissing scenes. Blake was not meeting with the intimacy coordinator. Blake was having Justin come to her personal space. Blake was having the wardrobe people bring clothes to her house, making it, unprofessional. And I'm not saying that you can't be professional in your home, okay? I'm just saying that if you genuinely feel that things are crossing the line, boundaries are being crossed, you're being treated in a way that you don't feel comfortable with, why would you continue doing things in your private, personal space and not in a professional setting where there's more witnesses? Unless you're lying and you're just trying to set somebody up for a framed sabotage, which is what I truly, truly, truly believe. That I think there's a mixture of she was going to sabotage him. She didn't think that he was strong and powerful enough. I think there's definitely racism involved. I think now knowing that Jamie Heath is a black man, his wife is a Colombian woman, and that just puts such a different spin on it. Now thinking about Jamie trying to show Blake a video which apparently had the baby in it, and it was like not in any way sexual. Like, how can a birth be sexual? That's so filthy and disgusting. Like, she is truly a predator. She is the creep. Like another lady, what's her name? I'll give her credit. On YouTube, Amber Cotrone. These are really the only two videos of her I've watched, but I love them. They're amazing. Proof that Blake Lively is the real creep, and then more proof that Blake Lively is the real creep, which she totally is. Go follow her and watch those videos. More proof that Blake Lively is the real creep. Proof that Blake Lively is the real creep. So I had also said that, like, Blake is the one who was SHing her. I mean, SHing him. Oh, one last thought before this video ends. I didn't realize that the dress Blake Lively wore to the It Ends With Us premiere was Britney Spears' dress. That's so fucking weird to me. She was talking all about it, and she kept saying, Britney was. And I'm like, bitch, Britney is not dead. Why are you speaking about her in the past tense? And again, it's like she made the whole premiere about this Britney Spears' dress. Like, it has nothing to do with anything except you name dropping yet again and wearing an unbelievably expensive dress. Holy fuck, $10,000 for the Versace dress.
Storytelling through fashion, and tonight is no exception. Can I get a little story behind this? Well, this is Britney's Versace dress, 2002, the butterfly dress. And this dress meant so much to me. Oh my God, my husband's getting soaking wet in the rain. It meant so much to me because of what she meant to me. Like, she was just somebody who represented love and beauty and youth and hard work and determination and strength. And she was in touch with her sexuality and her delicacy. And she just sort of represented it all. And, telling her own story the way she did and the way she's about to with her biopic, it just like...
Oh, at least she said when she's about to, so she acknowledges that Britney's alive. My God. What a creep. Oh, my kid's awake. Hi, my darling. Time to go. See ya.
catlovedreamingpeach.com.
Fucking crook. I don't know.
catlovedreamingpeach.com.
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 What a fucking hypocrite. What a fucking narcissistic. She is Darvoing the shit out of him, and she's trying to gaslight us. Unreal. My God. So I sewed this. I was sewing it in my other video. I still kind of want to do a lining over there, but I may or I probably won't. But so originally the neck was like so tight and it was like it was choking me, and then also the lining of this, so the hood was double lined, which was, nice of them to do that, but then it just made the hood so heavy. And when the hood was down, this part really made the hood heavy, and then it would weigh down, and then it would feel like it was choking me, and I hate that. I also don't like necks that are like tight, so I had cut this open just in general to give me some ease, but I wanted to do something to fix it. And then I also wanted, so I already cut the hood off the pink one of the pink ones, and I gotta do something with the neck. But so anyway, this is what I ended up doing. I got a piece of floral fabric, and I made like an edge, and then I used a piece of the sweatshirt that I cut out to make a little heart. Kind of finish it. And that's that, and I think it looks cute. Let's see. So bright, my God. Turn it down. Oh, my neck, my old ass neck. Anyway, that's how it looks. I think it's cute. I like it. Oh my goodness. So there's my big old light. I just can't fucking believe this bitch. Like, the more that you learn about her and her lies, her evil shenanigans,